Top 10 Things You Didn't Know About Libya. Hello Displorers, welcome back to another informative video presented by Displore. As you already know, it's always a pleasure presenting to you some interesting but lesser known facts about the beautiful countries on the African continent. In this video, we are excited to present to you some lesser known facts about the country of Libya. Officially the state of Libya. Libya is a country in the Maghreb region in North Africa, bordered by the Mediterranean Sea to the north, Egypt to the east, Sudan to the southeast, Chad to the south, Niger to the southwest, Algeria to the west, and Tunisia to the northwest. The sovereign state is made up of three historical regions, Tripolitania, Fezzan and Cyrenaica. With an area of almost 1.8 million square kilometers, Libya is the fourth largest country in Africa and is the 16th largest country in the world. Libya has the 10th largest proven oil reserves of any country in the world. The largest city and capital, Tripoli, is located in western Libya and contains over 1 million of Libya's 6.8 million people. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. The current president of this Arabic-speaking country is Mohammed Yusuf al-Maghreb, and its currency is a Libyan dinar. So without any further ado, here are the top 10 things you probably didn't know about Libya. Number 1. Home to the largest proven oil reserves in Africa. The discovery of oil at Naza, Libya in the 1950s was a great turnaround for the country, which had previously been ranked among the poorest in the world. Currently, Libya has a proven oil reserve of 48.363 billion barrels, and the country's annual oil production is estimated at 1.65 million barrels per day. Today, oil and petroleum products form the largest portion of the country's export and government revenue. Besides, it is amongst the 15 most thriving economies in Africa, alongside South Africa, Nigeria, Algeria, Egypt, and Cameroon, among others. Nonetheless, the unstable political environment of the country in the recent past led to a fluctuation in its oil price globally. Cost of oil production in Libya is among the lowest at about $1 per barrel. This is due to its sweet crude that is low in sulfur. It is also cheaper in its main market in Europe, due to its close proximity. Europe accounts for about 80% of Libyan oil exports. Number 2. Libya imports 75 to 80% of its food. Despite the fact that agriculture is Libya's second largest economic sector, Libya imports most of the food consumed by its people due to its inability to locally produce the same. The country is located within the extensive Sahara Desert, which means it receives very low precipitation. It also possesses poor soil and climate, which are both limitations to food production. A major attempt made by former Libyan President Gaddafi to reverse the situation was the financing of the great man-made river project that was built for irrigation of the farming lands. This project turned out to be the world's largest irrigation project. It comprises of 1,750 miles of an underground network of water pipelines. Nonetheless, Libya still depends on imported food for the survival of its people. However, it only meets 25% of its food requirements. Libya makes a limited production of cereals, mainly wheat and barley. Apart from cereals, it also produces fruits and vegetables. These include citrus fruits, olives, grapes, dates, tomatoes, and almonds. Number 3. Libya has had only one king in its lifetime. The first and last monarch of Libya was known as King Idris I. He was both a political and religious leader who was born into the order of Senussi. King Idris I served as the emir of Cyrenaica before his becoming the king of Libya in 1951 at the end of colonial rule. By then, Libya was a poor, backward African country. Nonetheless, in 1959, the discovery of black gold oil turned its fortunes. By 1969, Libya had registered positive economic prospects. However, there was growing discontent due to the concentration of oil proceeds in the hands of Idris dynasty. In 1969, King Idris I was deposed in a bloodless coup d'etat led by Colonel Gaddafi, who later succeeded him. This coup took place while Idris had traveled abroad for medical treatment. Number 4. Notable characters in Jesus' Gospel were from Libya. Today, Christianity is a minority religion in Libya. However, the country possesses strong Christian roots. Libya was one of the original pillars of Christianity. Several notable characters in Jesus' Gospel were from Libya. Examples of two important biblical characters linked to Libya are Simon the Cyrene and Saint Mark. Simon, who was forced to help Jesus Christ carry his cross, was from Cyrene city. Cyrene was a Libyan town that existed hundreds of years ago. On the other hand, Saint Mark, who wrote the Gospel of Mark, founded the Church of Alexandria in Egypt in 49 AD. This church birthed many of the Eastern Orthodox churches, Coptic Church and Greek Orthodox Church, which exist in Libya. Currently, there are about 60,000 Copts and 50,000 Roman Catholics in Libya. There are also Pentecostals, though in small numbers. Number 5. The Libyan desert is known for going for decades without rain. The Libyan desert comprises the eastern and northern parts of the Sahara Desert. Ideally, it is part of the Sahara Desert found in the state of Libya. The Libyan desert is known for being the harshest, driest, and most remote region of the Sahara. With day temperatures of up to 50 degrees Celsius, this region may go for decades without rain. Number 6. Libyan tea is as thick as black syrup. After every meal, Libyans drink tea. Throughout the day, tea is the main drink. Mostly prepared by women, the Libyan tea is very thick as a result of mixing a lot of tea leaves and a high sugar concentration. Once the two ingredients are mixed and an appropriate amount of water is added, the tea boils for 20 to 30 minutes. When the tea is ready, it is served in small Pyrex glasses accompanied by sumac and koshba, which are Libyan favorite bites. Number 7. Muammar Gaddafi was Libya's longest-serving leader. Muammar Gaddafi seized power in 1969 and ruled Libya for 42 years. As a result, he became one of the longest-serving African and world national heads of state. Gaddafi was famously known for being a dictatorial leader. However, he also served his country well by improving its health services to the level of being among the best in Africa. He also increased Libya's state of literacy from only 25% before his reign to 87%. His reign ended in 2011 when he was toppled from the government. The militia tracked him down in his hometown where he had sought refuge and assassinated him. At the time of Gaddafi's death, his net worth was $200 billion US. Number 8. The highest mountain in Libya is Berta Peak. Berta Peak is the highest mountain in Libya, being 7,434 feet tall. Also known as Bikubiti, the mountain is found in southern Libya at the Chad-Libyan border. The first documented climb of the Berta Peak was by Gingo Fulon, alongside his Chadian guides in December 2005. Nonetheless, the mountain's location makes access to it difficult and rare. Number 9. Libyans are warm and welcoming people. When greeting another, they shake hands and maintain the handshake as long as the verbal greeting is ongoing. The Libyan people extend their hospitality to any guest. Traditionally, the first thing is that the guest will be served a meal to eat before being asked about his or her identity and other social matters. Food first is a policy to most Libyan societies. Furthermore, some families cannot serve a meal without having an invited guest. Eating food is a great form of socialization in the Libyan society. Number 10. Tripoli is also known as a mermaid of the Mediterranean. Tripoli, the capital of Libya, is also called the mermaid of the Mediterranean due to its turquoise waters and whitewashed buildings. The Phoenicians founded Tripoli in the 7th century BC and named it Oe, but Greeks took its reigns from the Phoenicians. However, their reign did not last long as the Carthaginians took it from them. By the end of the 2nd century BC, Romans had conquered it from the Carthaginians. The name Tripoli was derived from the Roman word Regio Tripolitana, meaning the region of 3 cities. The 3 cities were Oe, modern-day Tripoli, Sabratha, and Leptis Magna. Currently, Tripoli has a population just over 1 million people with a total coverage area of 200 square miles. It is a leading industrial and commercial hub. It is renowned for its historic old town, the Medina, which is a leading tourist attraction. Medina is dotted with Roman-era and Ottoman-era statues and fountains. There you have it, Displorers. Those were the top 10 things you probably didn't know about Libya. We hope you learned a thing or two about the beautiful nation Libya. Thanks for watching this video, and as usual, you can add more interesting facts about Libya that were not mentioned in this video. And the best comments will be pinned. Also, if you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.